Welcome everyone to another caster game, as how Drongo would say. CSO versus Voldemort. It is China versus HRE. Now China versus HRE. But what we're gonna see is gonna be pro scouts. It's not the old type of China versus HRE. Back in the day, China went like 2-3 TC, while HRE went to Castle to collect some relics into Imperial, while China stayed on 3 TC and slowly boomed up with some of the granaries. But nowadays, players are pro scouting, so what we're gonna say from both sides is gonna be pro scouting, unless Voldemort will surprise us and he will go to feudal aggression, maybe. Voldemort are really full with surprises, so I'm curious which direction he will choose with China. He's going up with the Imperial Academy insanely fast. His age up timing is 3 minutes. 3-minute age up timing. That's crazy. Crazy to see. And he is getting the Imperial officials out already. Collecting a lot of wood, collecting food. Building another house inside the range of the Imperial Academy. Okay, W. Archer range and barrack is up. Sending units to the other side to CSO. So he's not really collecting gold. All his gold will came by producing units, right? That's why he's making archers and that's why he's making spearmen. CSO is answering with men-at-arms, which is also not a bad idea. But I feel Archer is such a good unit against men-at-arms. Voldemort is getting most of his economical upgrades, as you can see. He's maxing the archers. He's making a crazy amount of archer and spearmen. And most likely he researched Pro Scout, which he did, without really getting the gold. As you can see, he's not getting the gold. All the gold for the Pro Scout actually came from the taxes. Sniping out the men-at-arms slowly with those archers, targeting down 1 unit per time. A very, very good micro from Voldemort. He is not using the low HP archers. He sends some of the spearmen in again to try to tank the damage from the men-at-arm. Scouts have fallen. Still, he is pulling CSO army away. Ooh, one horse and I found a pro scouting scout. So now he's pulling back the units to try to protect the scout. But these are only archers. Archers not gonna be really good against the horsemen. Archers are focusing out CSO men-at-arms and they are doing a good amount of damage. It's 3 damage right now per shot. Voldemort got +1 range damage, so they are doing 3 damage, right? Yeah, 3 damage per shot. Which is instantly good for Voldemort, that he's doing a crazy amount of damage to those men-at-arms. If Voldemort plays Zushi, he could then make Palace Guard against the early men-at-arm. An early Palace Guard, but because he's playing with China, the best way for you to deal with those men-at-arms are either Archer or Chuganyu. And you could see this is the perfect play that you need to pull out when you are playing against men-at-arms, which is run and shoot, run and shoot. Again, Voldemort is not collecting a single gold, he's just collecting the taxes, which gives him the gold to do Castle Age even. Alright, so Voldemort choose to get all the other upgrades as well, you wish. He's getting specialized pick, survival techniques, and horticulture, and +1 ranged armor as well, which is interesting that he's looking for ranged armor, right? While the opponent doesn't have a single ranged unit. Did he got melee armor? He could have got melee armor or melee damage first. before getting ranged on, alright? But well, we will see what was the idea behind it. CSO looks like stealing some deer from Voldemort, actually. Ragnit's Cathedral is coming up to tower now on the gold of CSO. Some of the deers are coming back to the mill. And Voldemort not close to the age up yet, but he has insane amount of units, as you can see. As soon as CSO ages up, he will upgrade all those Manatorms, and those Manatorms will be Castle Age Manatorms. It's gonna be a harder time for Voldemort to deal with those Manatorms, but we can see a Barbican of the Sun is actually coming up right now, which will block out the gold gathering from CSO. There is no way that Barbican will not go up. That Barbican will definitely go up. But CSO aged up, queued up the Manatom upgrade immediately, and sending some of his villagers somewhere. I have no idea where, but he's sending those villagers to the next gold location, because he is not able to do anything anymore at his own base. Now he can get his inside the archers inside the Barbican of the Sun, which is more damage, right? Because the archer has 5 damage, a garrison unit has 6 damage. Marathons are here. I'm curious if you will put the archers inside. Oh, he actually puts the spearmen. Alright, as you can see, the garrison unit has 6 base damage. He has 7 now because he just got +1 range damage, right? So he's doing 2 damage per archer shot outside of the Barbican of the Sun. The archers are doing only 1 damage. And also the Barbican of the Sun has a base of 25 damage. So he dealt very, very well against those aggressive Manatorms with their full armor. So now what HRE player has to do is just collect up all the relic, while the Chinese player has to catch up with the age, go to archers, so get the veteran archer upgrade and just spam Lancer from the stable. Very simple, very easy. Archer upgrade not coming in yet. So Voldemort is transitioning his villagers to gold now, since you need the archer upgrade and you need to make Lancers. The HRE Marathons has arrived to this base, so he has to pull back the villagers until he can clean up everything. The TC will help you a lot, since the high damage of the TC does a really good damage to the Marathons. Sadly, the first crossbow that came out have fallen immediately. Voldemort is building a monastery, trying to catch the only one relic he has next to his base, because having more relics on the HRE will hurt him a lot. Relics were not garrisoned inside towers, but instead inside Ragnit's Cathedral. And the deer is actually running out. The food is running out. No Cistercian ABs yet from the HRE player. Well, you can put your monks inside and that will help you. Oh, I just realized the Arcane Chapel also has no monks inside. So, if something like happens like this, where your Arcane Chapel is a little bit on the front line, what you can do, build a monasteries in the back, get Cistercian ABs, get a monastery in the back, and that's actually your Arcane Chapel. Oh no, Voldemort actually found the villagers of CSO and he brought some spearmen here as well. So he can easily touch down the tower, but he is not touching up, but still CSO ejected his villagers out of the tower and he is losing 1 villager in the process. Monk trying to get the relic back, but the Wololo. it was, he bought enough time to with the, oh no 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 no, the knight was here to save that, but sadly the knight did not save the monk, so it's time to make another one. Menatoms now with their heavy maces. The military unit favors for Waldemar currently, but those mostly are archers. You can see 5 crossbow, 19 archer. Ooh, boar. That's really nice. Going to the boar. Oh, boar player is going to for boar. Archer upgrade are not in yet, so they are doing only 6 damage, which is only 1 damage to the horse. I like the I like the death animation of these units. Okay. So a wolf. Oh, I'm interested in this. Like, will the wolf kill a villager from the boar or? Oh no, it's not. It's that wolf is not killing anyone. Alright, so the veterancy upgrade are in. That's really good. Okay. So Waldemar in the end managed to get the relic back, which is really nice for him. He forgot there are plenty full of deer under this unit. That's a lot of food. That's more than 1,000 food. Boar is being gathered by CSO, but he has no farms. He has no relic. I mean, monk inside the Arcan Chapel. So in this situation, what the HRE player should have done or should do to focus and build the farms around the Arcan Chapel, or maybe a monastery in the back, and start building farms, because he's running out of food. He has a good amount of gold. He has a good gold generation as well, right? But the biggest problem will be is that actually he gonna lose all the villagers, because all of his villagers are stationed at the right side of the map, where the food is, of course. But sending all your villager there to the same location is opening up for the chance to get raided, right? So going to the left foot, but I feel like because people are not really playing with HRE, so this is a big reason. So you may ask, like, why HRE is losing? Why not HRE winning this game? I feel like people are not playing that much of an HRE because it was one of the most banned civilization, and they forget what they actually can do with HRE. This is a really good example where you could have get the Cistercian abbeys, built here a monastery, put a monk inside, and you get insane wood economy, right? So mistakes like this, that you are now playing with a civilization because there's a high chance of it will get banned, so you are not picking the civilization which will lead you to not really know how to play the civilization. So if you ask me, like, does CSO know how to play HRE? I would say no. I think the reason of the loss of this game was because Voldemort knows China from left to right. People are not really banning China, even though it is an insanely good and strong civilization. People are not banning China, people are banning HRE, and it will result you to not really play HRE, to not get the experience of how to play HRE, and small little mistakes you will do, like not putting scholar or monk inside the Arcan Chapel. That's a really good example for it. So Voldemort is really a seasoned player of how to play China. He instantly knows left to right. Like if you need like China guide or a basic guide, I would also always ask Voldemort because he's really good at with both China and Abbasid. But on the other side, if you are not playing a civilization that much, this is what will result you: a 1-0 for Voldemort.